This is the first broadcast called Dinner Time. Here with me is...
Fuck it, Mr. Sexy Muffin. I'm neither a muffin nor am I sexy.
Why you sexy with me?
Nah. I don't know why, but one of my friends gave me this whenever I was at work. He just pulled that out of his pocket and goes like, here, fucking Maria cookies. I love these though. These are good.
Con un poco de abuelita. Abuelita.
Yeah. Wait, so, like, what time did you say it was gonna be on?
Hace que íbamos a comenzar a las 2.
So you said he would be there?
Que no pedía, pero pedíamos Skype.
Oh, okay.
Anyways. Let's start.
Might be taking a shower. With his, sexy ass body.
Anyways. Oh, eso me recuerda. ¿Viste ese trailer donde The Rock is fat? Un trailer.
Oh, The Rock's fat?
Yeah.
I don't think they have.
Es un fun trailer. Later on, cuando terminamos el podcast, te enseño. So, anyways. Oh, Star Wars beat Jurassic World.
Star Wars beat Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Fucking knew it.
230 million in the United States, 500 million around the world.
Oh yeah, it's because a lot of the Star Wars franchise involves a lot of nerds and everything, and well, not actually a lot.
Rana
of nerds,
is a pop culture movie.
Technically, yeah. But then again, it also brings some childhood memories for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I guess they were just excited to the point that they might have actually shit their pants at the same time whenever they announced it.
When was it the last movie, the live action movie, not the cartoon one?
I'm not too sure.
2003, 2005, something like that.
Probably. I mean, I remember watching some of the movies.
I remember watching the third one when it came out.
I remember.
Not episode 3, not the third of the when it came out.
I mean, like, I remember watching some of the movies. I don't think I watched all of them, but I did watch most of them on Spike TV whenever they came out because, I couldn't find any movies or anything, and I couldn't afford it because I didn't have any money, but,
That's happening when you live in the ghetto.
I mean, I wouldn't really call it the ghetto, but then again, my neighborhood wasn't really all that nice to begin with in the first place. Yeah. Until, people actually decided to come in, do something about it, and actually start to build the metro thing right next to it. Mm-hmm. And right after that, things just started to change. They started to replace the sidewalks to actually, to make sidewalks, actually. To also, how do you say, fix the roads and shit.
Like, you already seen the new animation series of Star Wars, Star Wars Rebel?
I don't think so. I don't have cable.
I seen it through the internet. Kids Cartoon.
I don't know where to see it.
Kids Cartoon is a website that you can see cartoon stuff. And in that episode, they used the original design of Chewbacca. At first, it wasn't the first design. He didn't have hair.
He didn't have hair?
No. Yeah. And they used the original design of Chewbacca and RT-T2. Mm-hmm. And they changed it like in many iconic characters like the Predator. What we know, the design of the Predator that we know was way different what was this design, the first design. First they used a guy in a suit, then a dog in a suit.
A dog in a suit?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think I could really imagine Chewbacca without hair.
No, the Predator.
The Predator?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought you meant Chewbacca without any hair. I was like a little
no,
bit confused.
the Chewbacca, the first design, didn't have hair.
Well, I can't really imagine Chewbacca without any, fucking hair or anything. That just seems weird.
But how they did it really well. Actually, they made it a different species. And right now, I'm still waiting for the new episode. And I started seeing the Star Wars Clone War series. As you already know, Disney owns Star Wars, and everything that is on air or wasn't on air is canon, and most of the comic and novels are retcon. They are not canon. So that is, and I still winning my bet. I bet Star Wars won't win against the Avatar movie.
How much did you win?
I bet about $20.
Nice.
Like Avatar did like nearly 900 million worldwide. And later on, I'm gonna check. But either way, it did a lot of money.
I mean, I saw part of the Avatar movie. It was, I don't know. I guess it was kind of okay. I didn't really get into it, and plus they showed it in school, so we didn't really get to see all of it.
Anyways, the only thing that you remember is the 3D of Avatar. It's the most forgettable movie. One of the iconic, but forgettable. But like we of the Avatar movie, we only remember the aliens with the blue skin and the giant robot and the fighting.
Yeah, and
but
also
we will never remember the name of each character.
True, and one thing that's always crossed my mind is how the hell did they fuck?
Huh?
How did they fuck?
A tentacle fuck. I really don't know if you remember. Remember that tentacle they have in their hair?
I think so.
They can connect to other beings and all that.
Oh Jesus!
They use that.
Sounds hot as fuck, I guess. If you're an alien and you're into that, what the fuck is it?
But if you think about it, when they use that to connect to their horses, technically the fucking horses.
They're horse fucking.
Yes, they call them bestiality.
Did you know? I once looked at. I don't know how, but I was looking for information on animals because obviously I wanted to know a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And for some fucking reason, Google decided to go ahead and take me to a fucking place where they tell stories of encounters of cryptological
Animals?
beings. Yeah, animals. And then for some fucking reason, there's a story on there. I don't remember the website or anything. I think it might have been a porn site by accident. But I found a fucking accident quotation code. But
accident.
I did find a little article and shit. Oh, not really an article. I think it was more of a fucking just a story of a girl getting lost in the woods, getting kidnapped by
Bigfoot.
By Bigfoot, and then they started fucking or something
Yeah, like I think I remember seeing this in the History Channel. I really don't know why it's in the History Channel or Discovery Channel. The document of Bigfoot, topic of different Bigfoot like Yeti and all that, and they go to China and they say that there were this old woman where she got raped
Um,
by a Yeti, and that was her son grow so big, like almost ape like enseñaron con photos and a few videos, like this time was like the photos and video are like in gray, and that the kid went to the mountain and they never see him again. Like they believe that the kid joined with his father, something like that. And when they saw the video and photo, he really looked like almost like a mix of ape and
wow.
yeah. But some like I do believe there used to be a animal that on some look like a typical Bigfoot, but I don't really believe in there's a Bigfoot creature living today.
I mean, I believe that there's possibility of a Bigfoot out there,
Yeah.
and also like a lot of other cryptological creatures, maybe even some prehistoric creatures, living
Yeah.
in the oceans. Because technically, we haven't even discovered that many.
Like 2%, like less than 50%, less than like 40% of the ocean
I think so. Yeah.
we explore, and the rest we cannot go because it's too deep for us.
Yeah.
And like some people in my college always ask me, do I believe in alien? I, I say yes, but I don't believe they visit us because the universe that we know is the visible universe because that's the only universe that we can see. But there are more universe. No, there are more. The universe is a lot more bigger because the universe that we can see is the light that reaches us, and as some scientists says, there's an infinite possibility of things that is out there. Like imagine I go to one planet and I found a rock that looked like you.
A rock that looked like me.
Yeah.
Bitch, you wanna fuck it?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that aliens are real, and I also believe that universes do exist out there where alternate universes and shit, where there's people like us, that could be sitting here right now, but instead of calling this dinner time, they might be calling this breakfast time or some shit. The other guy might be skinnier than I am, taller than I am, and has a lot more bitches than I do. I don't have any, so zero times whatever number is still zero.
Okay. Anyways, there's infinite possibility. Oh, that's remind me. Like you already know that how expensive college is. Like it grown for a lot of time. Like since 2000, the year 2000, 2005, it grew 5 times the amount.
The universe?
The college and university expensive. Like and like I was sitting in one classroom doing my final for this class that really stretched me out. Suddenly I hear a student that is dropping out or something, but to do with money. He walked into a classroom. He said, fuck this school. It's too expensive. Too this and this. Like everybody was agreeing then. And the bitches can't. I cannot get any bitches in here. After that, everybody started laughing at him. At first, everybody was following him.
But yeah, after, like, everyone was agreeing with him. Like, this school's too fucking expensive. This and that. I could do most of this shit at home. I can learn it by myself. And plus, I can get any bitches. Like, that's, out of everything else, that's the worst part. That's, that's one of the things that he's mostly worried about. I can't get any bitches.
Let me check if it's answered.
You better be.
Let me see. But still, his Skype.
Promised.
Like his Skype photo. Have you ever seen Steven Universe?
Mm-hmm.
But you heard of it.
I've heard of it. I think I've seen like maybe one episode. Or two. Well, that was whenever I was over there at my ex's house.
I think they heard the character named Paradox. Something like that. It's just a jam. It's been still waiting for the new episode. Like it's been like a month since the last episode came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I love this cartoon because the creator of the cartoon is a big anime fan. You can see a lot of anime references. And most of their stuff, like the original design, like that were mostly right now and you when I'm free. Okay, he's babysitting.
He babysitting?
Yep. Okay.
Hopefully he's not really sitting on a baby because oh god.
But you can see a lot of reference, even the old classic anime. And those anime that if you are very new in anime, you will never know. This is those classic 80s animes. And I love the cartoon because they keep you questioning everything.
I guess one of the reasons why I kind of I never really wanted to go ahead and watch, the TV or, that cartoon is because, well, for one, I don't have any cable or satellite, whatever.
You have internet.
Yeah, I know, and I also don't have a TV or anything, but, like, I don't really know where to find it or some shit, or other than I'm just too busy with other things. But it's also because they show it on the same channel with Uncle Grandpa or fucking The Adventures of Bubblegum, I think, or I don't really know.
Adventure about Bubblegum?
I don't even know.
Adventure Time?
No. It's like some kind of bubblegum or some shit. I don't really know. It just shows it alongside that, and I just automatically...
About bears?
I don't think so. Some rabbit things, I think. Friends with a fish, I think.
I don't really know.
I don't know. But, they just show it alongside that, and I automatically think, this thing's, it's going to be almost the same thing as that. Corny jokes, stupid things that are really going to be, like, too childish or overplayed or just really too tacky.
Like Steven Universe at first was be like how my friend put it at first. The director of those that's in charge of animation Cartoon Network, they wanted like almost a copy of Adventure Time because Adventure Time back then was really, really popular before they fuck it out.
How did they fuck up the Adventure Time?
They, like, Adventure Time is a typical cartoon that you can, it's the main character, thing, like, go to an adventure every day. But how they did it was perfect, but they wanted to put a story behind everything.
I mean,
like the final straw is when one of these character, Hunter, is a penguin that you discover he's a dark lord, and the main character film used to be a asteroid.
Asteroid?
Yes. In his past life, it used to be an asteroid.
Wow.
That was the final straw, and I'll stop watching that.
Whatever happened to the Adventures of Flapjack?
Oh, Flapjack?
Yeah.
I think it got canceled.
Why? I mean, yeah, it was, kind of creepy at times. And,
yeah, that's shit. The beauty. That's the beauty of back then cartoon. Like, Store the cowardly dog. I forgot the full name. I'm gonna put it later in the word bubble that you saw in the YouTube. You remember how scary, in some part, how scary was that cartoon?
Yes, the talking barracuda, the up close face shots of things, the dog getting beaten up, with a bloody eye and shit.
Yeah.
And then there's always a return the slab.
Oh, like the one that really freaked me out was that
giant head thing.
No, that weird blob thing that when he go to sleep, that about 13 seconds, he said, "Life have no meaning." But they use like 3D animation. You know how was 3D animation back then, like almost plastic and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But how they did it really freaked me out. It was a weird blob with 2 eyes.
I think I remember now.
I don't remember.
Courage the Cowardly Dog was a shit, man.
Yeah. I got excited when the rumor was that the creator was making a return with that series, but so far nothing. I know they starting Pop Girls, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, like, I used to watch them whenever I was a little kid, to be honest, but I don't really know. It just didn't seem like the Pop Girls should come back.
But the one I'm really excited to see again, Samurai Jack.
Yes, Samurai Jack.
I love it because the art is beautiful, and that animation, if those who don't know, was hand drawn, no computers. That's why he left Cartoon Network, because he didn't want to do it in computer. He wanted to do it traditional. And those who drawn traditional animation know how hard and how personal you can get to the animation. Are you checking off?
I'm not. And for people that don't know why we call it dinner time, it's because we eat shit and, we record. So yeah, this is the first thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
Get fucking used to it if we burp.
Uncensor everything.
Uncensor everything. We take off our shirts and start dancing. I really wish Manuel was here.
Oh yeah. He would be a lot of funny joke. Yeah. I love a lot of funny story about him and his mom. Remember that joke? That story he's like that his mom.
Oh right, she fucking broke I think it was it wasn't a 2x4. It was like some fucking big ass thick branch.
Yeah.
Like right behind his legs.
Que le dijo.
Didn't she tase him at one point?
I think so.
What about the stories about his uncle?
Oh. Entonces, don't know why we're laughing. Because our friend, we call him Manu. But for this occasion, we're gonna call him Devil Boy because I always call him Devil Boy. Because he's a little fucker.
Yes, he is a little fucker.
Yeah, he was with his uncle. And on a field with four-wheeler. And they were doing something, and the uncle wanted to try his four-wheeler, and it was brand new. And the uncle like crashed on another four-wheeler, or
Motherfucker was drunk. He wanted to ride a four-wheeler. I don't know what he did with his. I think he said he sold it or that he crashed it. But then he took Manuel's four-wheeler and decided to go fucking, like, just floor it and drive around and shit. Mm-hmm. He ended up crashing. He fucking beat himself while he was on the seat. And then whenever Manny went to go check on him, the only thing he heard was, ow!
Ow! Then he said, ow! He got really pissed off because his uncle pee on his four-wheeler, and he needed to solve it. Because he still, no matter how, as he said it, no matter how clean he get it, it's staying forever. Yeah. Only he will know.
What about every single time that he would meet his uncle would always have a different name, and it would always be food related.
Mr.
Nachos, fucking macaroni and cheese.
Oh, I remember I used to call my brother. I won't tell his name, but he rhymed to macaroni. Mm-hmm. Macaroni and cheese. Like his name rhymed to that, and he always get mad.
You always got mad about that?
Yeah. What are we having? Macaroni and cheese? Yeah. I remember when Minecraft came out, and like this story I never told anybody in high school. Mm-hmm. And the only one that know that was a friend from elementaries and middle school. And like one day we went to a field trip on a ranch, and I saw a pig, those big, those fat pigs. Mm-hmm. And they dared me to ride it. I got on and I read it for a few, like 3-4 seconds, like a horse, and I let go and I fall in the mud of the pigs. And when that Minecraft came out, not the beta and not the others, but when the 4 version came out, mm-hmm. When they found out they can ride the pig, suddenly a friend from elementary calls, "Hey, that's you! You're Steve!" And they made like a skin for his character that almost looked like me.
Wow. And
they got him I won't tell my real name, but they're gonna tell my username, Fraggin.
Fraggin?
Fraggin. I won't tell my real name, so.
Anyway. I shouldn't have used Manuel's name.
There's a lot of manuals.
Yeah.
Like in high school, there were about 30 manuals. 30 to 50 manuals.
I think so.
Yeah.
Over there in my workplace, I would get confused because they always keep saying, "Oh, you know."
Like in my college, we get always confused because there are about 50 mics in every class I have. There usually are 2 or 3 mics in the same room.
You're talking about an actual person, right? Not a microphone.
No, and also like mics, not the mic, this mic, but Mike, like Michael. But everybody, you know how everybody want to shorten the name to Mike.
Hey, Mike, Mikey, Mike. I don't know.
Hey, Mike, it's
It gets to the point where the jocks don't even say words anymore.
Family Guy.
Yes.
Anyways.
I remember in high school in like 10th grade, there was one of my friends that used to call me Crack Squirrel.
Crack Squirrel?
Yeah. Mostly because every single time that he would see me, or like whenever I would eat lunch near him, it would always look like I was eating like a fucking squirrel.
Vespa. Like just your pet?
Oh, it used to be petted. It ended up dying.
How?
No, it just died.
Seppuku? I'll dishonor my honor.
I miss my pet squirrel.
And those that this motherfucker just still own a squirrel.
Yeah.
Like you own him when he was a little baby?
Yeah, I remember like how we first got him. Okay, so this is what happened. Somehow, little fucker fell off of the tree, right? And there's a big tree behind my house, which is like really fucking high. It's one of those pecan trees. Or pecan trees. Fuckers. And basically it fell down. One of my dogs saw it. The female dog. She picked it up in its mouth. Didn't chew it or anything. She just brought it automatically to... Oh. She just brought it directly to my dad. He took it out of her mouth. He was all slimy and everything because of her saliva. And then, like, we cleaned it up. We couldn't find, where to put it or anything. So we decided to go ahead and keep it. Put it in a little cage. We fed it, milk, of course, for the beginning. Then after it started to grow and, actually be able to move its legs and everything and actually be able to eat solid foods, we started feeding it nuts and everything like that. After, it started... It was... The fucker was pretty calm at first. He didn't do much. He just laid there while we held him and fed him. Although, one thing was that the fucker was a shit machine. At one point, we decided to go ahead and, to put most of the shit in, like, in a little bottle. Not in a little bottle, like in a Coke bottle, one of those big-ass ones. Fucker filled up half of it almost in one day. But that was whenever he was younger. Then afterwards, like, whenever he got older, fucker started to run around. Like, really run around the whole house. We couldn't catch him for, like, I don't know how many hours. So we mostly just kept him in a cage, like, kind of big, enough for him to run around and everything. And at one point, after I got home from work, my mom was trying to clean it out and everything, clean out his cage, and the fucker found a little tiny, hole where he could escape because she had the door open, but she always made sure that the door was a little bit closed and everything, so that way, whenever she reached in there, it was just enough room to take out whatever. But somehow he squeezed right through there, and he started running around. Like, he was just jumping from bed, to the floor, to the fucking couch and everything. It was fun. By the way,
What?
Were you like? Oh, you were born here, right?
Yeah, born and raised.
And like
Nah, don't sing the song.
what? Sing what song?
Born and raised, and then a first person.
Alright.
Because in my college, every time I say born and raised, they start singing this song.
Whatever. Like I noticed that you speak a little bit more Spanish and everything, and you have like that accent and everything. But whenever your sister just came in, she spoke. I think she speaks very well English, right?
Yeah.
Like, did she grow up with people that that speak a lot more English than you did?
Mm.
Like, was she around with more people like that?
More likely because, see, like I think a few times. See, a few times she go to Mexico. Like me, like you already know that my dad used to own a bus company, and I usually go to Mexico a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because of that. Because I think I'm more people with
that speak
more Spanish, like traditional Mexican Spanish.
Yeah.
And maybe
So that's why, like, I'm starting to think, like, I'm pretty sure you were born first, right?
Yeah. Technically, I'm the fourth.
You're the fourth?
Yeah.
Well, you were born before your sister, right?
Huh?
You were born before your sister?
Not that she's my youngest sister.
That's your youngest sister?
Yeah.
So she was born after you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're the older brother, right?
I'm the older brother.
Okay, that's just the only thing that I asked.
That's for the other type of mics.
Oh.
It comes with this. It's good when. Anyways, it's good when later on when I'm gonna buy the Zoom X6 that I saw you.
Mm-hmm.
That can attach other mics. Yeah. That way, little by little, we can do more project.
Oh yeah.
Beside the broadcasting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more than just the broadcasting. Probably, I don't know how long from now. Maybe a year, 2 years. I don't really know.
No,
as long as it takes, it's probably just gonna be a couple months or something. I don't really know.
Yeah, mostly months because this year already gonna end.
Yeah.
If we say next year, they're gonna think it's gonna be an entire year. But when this broadcast being recorded the December 21st, so it's the end of the year is close. So yeah.
But yeah, we'll probably be doing some things. Probably filming. We don't know really what to film.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some animations, things like that.
Yeah,
but
because I'm starting to be an animation. Already, almost got an animation in Nickelodeon, but somebody else won. Actually, did a pilot for Nickelodeon, but they didn't like my idea. They go to another one, and so I didn't get. Anyways, we're gonna keep on going. Like I wish I can enter those big studios, DreamWorks, Pixar, or Disney.
I mean, I've seen a little bit of Nickelodeon shit, and I see that they have this TV show or cartoon called Breadwinners, which is just basically two ducks and everything. And I just think that the fucking TV show is actually kind of stupid. Like, I don't really like it that much.
They have SpongeBob. You know how?
Yeah, I know. I like SpongeBob. I just don't like Breadwinners or some shit.
Yeah.
But they have that on there, but they can't have your shit on there. Like, at least, most likely your show would be better than that fucking TV show.
Like, how they said it, the story was... Like, the first time I sent my story for the animation, they returned because I have some work some words wrong, and some word they usually use it on text.
On text?
Remember when you put you just put you,
Oh.
and when you are typing something else, and so on so on.
Hmm.
And the second time they said it, and they got me to make a pilot. Like I hired some friend from local enemies, local students from Houston. Like some from my school, some from like UH. I didn't know that they had like animation, and some from ACC. Then with that, I managed to finish, and I got some voice actor from
West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground.
yeah. That like so. Anyways, I managed to finish the pilot, and I sent it. I feel them like it because it's almost like this, almost like Avatar, but more cartoony and more for kids. Like for Avatar, it's mostly teenagers.
Yeah.
And
like you can't have an Avatar thing, with them tentacle fucking.
Anyways,
Daddy, what's that? Nothing, son. Nothing.
You know how the tentacle stuff started?
No. Hentai?
No. No, because back then in Japan, no, the theater era, Africa, when I think this emperor, I forgot his name. It's been a long time since I read that.
He used a squid to fuck.
No, he was. I read this for art history. Mm-hmm. And like he banned any nudity on painting and drawing and everything.
Why? Was he? Was he insecure?
No, I really don't know. So I forgot the name of the artist. Found a loophole. He used squid.
So squids with nipples.
No, they use for like adult for picture for adults. He used squid tentacles.
So
that's how he started. He used animals for that what we know today as hentai, with tentacle hentai. Like he used animals like squid, eels, like snake for.
How can someone jerk off to that?
Remember, different culture, different culture.
Oh yes, look at that tentacle.
So that's how we got through the ban of some.
He got tired of seeing tentacles. Little did he know, later on along the line, we would have hentai.
Yeah, but in Japanese, in Japan, it doesn't call. It's not called hentai.
What is it called?
I forgot the name, but it's not called hentai. That's what other cultures around Japan call Japanese porn, manga porn, hentai.
Motherfucker.
What?
You have fucking ramen soup in.
Yes.
The fuck? Do you make it in here?
No.
You sure? Because I've seen some kind of fucking some shit in here that looks like you might be able to make it with.
Why do I will have that if the kiss is like room away?
I don't know.
Anyways. And
once you see a Play-Doh eraser, you've seen everything.
If you not notice, you will never know that erasers an eraser, not Play-Doh.
Oh no, it looks like Play-Doh to me. Alright, you have contacts?
Yeah.
Do you use them?
For cosplay.
What? So they're just color contacts. Where are they?
They're invisible.
They're not.
They are sci-fi. Nah.
Oh, those red ones that you use for your profile picture?
Yeah. The Itachi contacts.
I remember I used to have, like, contacts that that had, like, fucking stitches in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it made it look like you had to have your eye stitched or whatever. I kind of like those, but I don't know where the fuck they went.
I bet when you clean your room, you're gonna find it.
I'm touching the mic now.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
I don't know. We were talking about hentai, went to weird shit. Then I saw ramen soup in your fucking room.
Anyways, clean your mouth.
I wonder if anyone's actually made fucking hentai out of ramen soup.
Of ramen soup?
Yeah, like they replaced the fucking tentacles with ramen noodles.
Those who are listening, please make a hentai of ramen.
Jesus Christ. Oh wait, they've already made food porn, so most likely they have ramen in there. Those flavors. Yes, moan for subs.
Every time you do that, you sound like what's the name that they're from?
I don't know. I can't say his name without saying the word. No, fuck it. I don't get why other people get to say it and I don't.
What?
Shit, nigger. Arnold Schwarzenegger or nigga. I can't pronounce the last name. Every single time I try, people go ahead and say, "Oh, that's racist, bro," and I'm just like, I'm just trying to say the fucker's name.
Like I love that. Why I love the Superso because he didn't care what other people think. He just said it. Like this one episode where he made like the characters were called like those racist names that call is culture is people to other race like to this black guy, his last name is nigger, and this family of white people called crackers, and suddenly like in the end of the sketch, this Mexican
Team Burrito.
no, the Mexican
Team Wetbacks.
man that was dating his daughter of the white people.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Webpack. And those who doesn't know what Webpack mean, it's a racist thing that
It's basically just a racist term used by, racist people against Mexicans because they think that we all cross the border illegally through the river and whatnot. But then again, there is some funny parts to it, and there's some stereotypical things about Mexicans, blacks, whatever, that are somewhat true, to be honest. And there had to be some people that have actually done it in order for them to actually know. So there's kind of some truth into, in some of the stereotypes. Like, all black people eat chicken. Like, nigga, bitch, everybody like chicken. Who the fuck don't like chicken?
Yep.
I mean, I like mine with a little bit of hot sauce and shit.
Like, you already know that I went to Japan and for the Japanese love chicken.
Like,
you need to wait almost 2 hours to get your chicken.
Like, who the fuck doesn't like chicken? Why the fuck you need to make it racist? Like, say, oh, all black people like fucking chicken. Like, nah. Not all... I'm not gonna say that not all black people like chicken, because obviously a lot of people fucking like chicken. Mexicans, Chinese, fucking Vietnamese. I'm pretty sure even Kim Jong-il or Kim Jong-un... I don't even know where the fuck I got Kim Jong-il. Probably, from Mad TV. I think that's where I heard of him. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure even he likes fucking chicken. Shit. Who don't like fucking chicken? Fried chicken, grilled chicken. Shit, any kind of chicken.
Bark, bark, bark. Like that remind me of the song of that Chinese singer that did that weird chicken song.
I don't think I remember that. But yeah, like a lot of people need to make things racist, like all Mexicans wear fucking ponchos and shit. Like no, but there have been some people that have worn ponchos and everything.
Like the typical sombrero.
Yeah.
That's the uniform for the mariachis. That's the uniform of the mariachis. Yeah. And not all Mexicans wear that. They use regular sombreros. Yeah. Like, almost those cowboy sombreros.
Mm-hmm. Like, and then that all white people use water as their seasoning. I mean, I've eaten some food that that some people have prepared that I've tasted kind of bland, but there is some flavor to that. I heard that they use fucking Fiji water. What's the other what other water name brands are there? Fucking Ozarka, or Zarka, or
Smart Water.
Smart Water. There you go. I'm pretty sure they use those for seasonings too.
And like in Japan, they say water called diet water.
Diet, motherfucker, diet water.
It's a lot more heftier than regular water.
I don't know.
It's the same thing that.
But it's not really true that white people go ahead and use water as their seasoning, and it's not true that all white people are racist and shit. But there is some stereotypical things out there, that are kind of true, are not kind of true. Like whenever you hear a Mexican sleeping next to a donkey, most likely you've seen one, actually. Most likely someone has actually done it because, they were traveling and they needed to rest.
And donkeys are more better to... If you're trying somewhere to get a lot of stuff, donkeys are more better than horses because they can carry a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Again, we changed to... You're making hentai noises to this.
Yeah. And another thing, not all Mexicans have a mustache. Like, obviously, a lot of them do. I have seen a lot of people over there in my work that are actually Mexican that go ahead and, that do have a mustache. And I must say, they are some, pretty good looking mustaches. They look pretty good. They groom them and shit. Like,
let me see if they call me my master brush. My beard brush.
Like, I kind of wish I had a mustache like that, but of course I can't grow one just yet. I still have, like, that fucking, whiskers kind of shit.
It's still
yeah, not a lot of them have, like, that long-ass fucking beard or some shit. No, like, not long-ass beard. I mean, long-ass mustache.
There's a contest that old people beard with really long mustache enter with weird design on the mustache. Yeah. But the way they do it with the design they do with the mustache, they make weird designs.
I don't know. But almost every single stereotypical thing that you hear from races are most likely going to be true to a certain point. It's going to be true because at least someone at some point has done it. But not everyone does it.
Yeah.
Like, not all white people are racist. Not all black people go ahead and, are fucking ghetto or shit. Not all of them are, always fucking violent. Not all Mexicans will go ahead and, be drug dealers and shit. We're not El Chapo.
Chapo.
But yeah, like, There is some truth to some of the stereotypical things.
Yeah.
Some funny ones too.
like my favorite comedian, Chappelle and Gabriel Iglesias, because Gabriel Iglesias make fun of himself.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I understand making racist jokes as long as it's, intended to be funny and not supposed to really offend anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, there's always going to be that one person that takes a joke that's supposed to be meant to be funny, and then they go, "Oh my God, that's so racist! You intolerant pig! Or you know nothing about the race! Mostly very sensitive fucktards that that don't know the difference between comedy and actual racism, like, or just being offended at about everything, which a lot of people are in 2015 now.
Like they are not called PC. PC.
What the fuck is that?
People that get offended and try to.
Oh, you mean the social justice warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, those fuckers get offended by everything. I'm pretty sure if I just said that, they're gonna get. I'm offended.
Right
Triggered.
Now, like right now, when this is uploaded, right now you're gonna see a lot of comments.
Not all social justice warriors are offended by everything. You were just offended by me saying that you're offended by some things, or that you're offended by everything. So, look what you're doing. Yeah, that's right. Comment that, you little bitch. Come on, fucking do it. I bet you won't. Bet you won't. Come on, bitch.
Anyways.
Keyboard warriors unite!
Yeah.
But yeah, and I've been looking through Facebook, and I've seen some very stupid shit by people claiming to be feminists.
Like, I'm gonna stop you right there. I am a friend with a feminist, and those other type.
Those are feminazis.
Feminazis.
Yeah.
And she doesn't agree most of the stuff that the feminazis
Yeah, I know, that's why I say
like,
that.
For video game, they argue why they're not fair. The women are fair. They're sexualizing the women. And my friend, they say, feminist, she say because they exercise, they fight in martial art.
You're not gonna
if you know martial art, you really see fat people, and see agree most of the stuff that players talk about.
That's why whenever I say that, I see people claiming to be feminists, but in reality, they are feminazis. Those fuckers, they get offended by almost everything. Anything and everything that has to do with men. And yes, I know that if you find this, you're obviously going to comment down below or whatever.
Because we are
saying,
men.
you're going to go ahead and say, misogynist, fight the patriarchy. I'm so lonely, so obviously I need to go ahead and, make fun of all men. I need to go ahead and say that all men are racist and that they're eye-fucking me because that's the only way that they're ever going to eye-fuck me because no one's ever going to touch me.
And remember, if you hate men, that means you're going to hate your father and you're going to hate the person that helped you bring you here.
I don't know, that's probably where it all began. Their father was never there for them. My father never loved me. My father never fucked me, and that's why I became a feminazi. Yeehaw.
We're gonna have a lot of hate comments.
Yes, I know. Nah, but I seen this one fucking article where a man saves a woman from drowning, but then after she's recovered, she sues him because he touched her.
What?
Like, because he was saving her, touching her, dragging her back, from the ocean, from her, to save her from drowning, and maybe even doing a little bit of CPR. She ended up, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna sue him because that's, he touched me and it's rape." Let's see. Fuck. Jacqueline and Joseph went to a party. Both Jacqueline and Joseph were intoxicated. Joseph looked at Jacqueline, and there was nothing else. They headed home. Later that night, Joseph was charged with rape.
Anyways.
No, that one was just a joke. Don't take that seriously. The article thing, that's something that I saw.
Anyways. Like, both sisters have their wrong and their side. Now, we're not saying that men are...
We're not saying that men are not rapists, because obviously a lot of them are, but not every single man is a rapist. And plus, there are women that rape men. And, think about this. There are men, whenever they go ahead and look at a lady, they say, "Man, she's fine, she's so fucking hot, this and that." And then we're just, then they go ahead and say, "Oh, we're sexualizing women." And that's wrong. But whenever a woman sees a man that she likes, they say, "Man, I want a piece of that. I want his dick inside me." And then, obviously, oh, she's just expressing her way that, she likes him and everything, and that's okay. Like, bitch, if you can do that, then I can go ahead and say that, her tits are fucking hot. No, I'm not really going to say that. Nah. Some women's tits are hot because, well, obviously, they're just tits.
Yeah. Anyways. Again, we changed the subject.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, right now, the majority of gamers are women.
I remember I saw this one article where Ubisoft, apparently somewhere in Canada, because the Prime Minister there decided to go ahead and hire more people based on what they have between their legs other than the actual experience. You stupid fuck. Apparently, the reason why Ubisoft, now this is somewhere in Canada, this is not just Ubisoft in general, that they decided to go ahead and hire more female workers.
The Canadian branch?
Yeah, the Canadian branch. They decided to go ahead and hire more female people instead of male people, even though even though the person had a little bit more experience or something. They decided to just go ahead and hire a little bit more women. And they didn't put in, they didn't think about, them having a little bit more experience or anything. It had nothing to do with that. Just what they had between their legs.
Turn off the light. Look at the mood setting.
But yeah, that's one of the things that I heard, from one of the pages that I follow on Facebook. And it did have some pretty good sources and shit. That's one of the things that I don't like is that, people are hiring females just because of what they have between their legs, Not from, what they have for experience or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Just, oh, she has a vagina? Welcome aboard! Oh, you don't have you don't have little, any to no experience on gaming or anything, or any game designs? Welcome aboard. We just passed up a guy that, spent 4 years, a lot of money, and everything like that, to go ahead and be in this company, and, to be an actual game designer. But no, you have a vagina, so welcome aboard.
Like I'm in a career that, like, my teacher, like, he's still working in the animation business. Like, he said, more likely I'm not gonna have a female boss. And if you are dumb enough to make her mad, she's gonna be your worst enemy. And like for those dumb enough to make your boss mad, please don't, because she's gonna make you everything that she can to make you quit.
Yeah, don't ever. Well, in general, just don't make your boss mad. Doesn't matter whether it's a guy or a girl or whatever, or Z, as some people want to go ahead and call it now.
What?
ZXE or something, like, they want to go ahead and, neutralize the gender.
Oh,
it's neither female nor male. It's in between. It's a blob. It's a Z.
Well,
just don't
like
make your boss mad. That's a fucking stupid idea.
Like the X and Y chromosome?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, just in general, don't be a fucking dumbass. Make your boss mad. No. Don't argue with him a lot or anything. Just try to have fun with what you're doing, That's what I do over there at work. Shit, I don't make my boss mad. I mean, I annoy the fuck out of her whenever I, go talk to her, but it's in a, it's in a way that I do it just for fun, and she knows that it's just for fun.
Yeah. Like, first know your boss.
Yeah.
Before you...
Get to know your boss before you go ahead and start saying, hey, what up? And whenever she says, oh, you need to treat the customers a certain way, and then you just go ahead and say, nah, I'm just going to say, what the fuck you want? Welcome to Walmart. Get your shit and get out. Did Matthew ever text back?
Let me see.
Because it would have been bad if we were just waiting on him, or that he was just waiting on us.
He said, let me see his text. Hold on, baby. Sitting right now. I'll tell you when I'm free.
You have a trapezoid?
That's the ruler.
Where's the markings?
That's the ruler for making diagonal line or end.
But if it's a ruler, it has to have some markings and numbers on it.
Those who are listening, he just holding a triangle ruler that that those who are studying something of art, like animation or stuff, knows what I'm talking about. That you can use it for make diagonal line, straight line, right angle line. So yeah.
The brand is Picket. Or Picket.
So anyways.
Pickett. Wait. Spell attic.
Dude. No.
TTIC.
You already know I'm not very good. I always confuse my English with my Spanish. What are you doing?
Oh, fuck you have ketchup. You have ketchup.
Why are you searching my room?
Because.
My desk.
I'm interested.
Then you're gonna search my external hard drive, see if I have hentai.
I mean, you might.
As on your homework and all that.
Yes, homework.
Don't stress my pressure. Anyways, more likely, let me see. Well, what was I talking about? Anyways.
Oh, the ruler thing?
Nah, not that. Anyways. Like, in the career I'm going, there will be many factors. And most of them, that, like, you need to have experience. Sometimes your skill can help you get into studios or get work faster.
Yeah.
Like for 3D modeling, like my teachers like how I do the lighting and the shading of everything, and they say like if I want to, I can. Like, I have my teacher for 3D modeling.
Mm-hmm.
She said that she can teach me how to animate a lot sooner than the course, and she can help me on a lot of stuff. Grab that spray, you slutty bitch. Anyways. Let me see. Bitch. Anyways. Like, the way we... Like, I'm not expecting to enter, like Disney, Pixar, and all that. Because every time that one job is opening, there's hundreds of applications.
Yeah, like whenever you're trying to apply for a place or whenever you know that there's an opening for any job, there's always going to be a lot of people trying to apply to that job. So one of the things that you would probably like to do, or if you've already, if you already done what you could do to get a job, then most likely, why don't you just try to start up your own job, your own business? Shit, it could even be something like mowing lawns.
Yep.
Landscaping.
Mm-hmm.
Be your own boss. Just charge how much you want to charge. Not too much, not too little. Just enough so that way you can get enough gas for your equipment or whatever you need, and then still be able to make a profit out of that.
For us,
we're hookers.
Okay.
We get to choose how long we work, who we work for. We are our own hookers. We don't work for a pimp. And, we just stand out in the street, show our legs, and some women are like, hey, you want to get in the car? I'm like, yeah, baby, I'll listen to you all night long.
All night
I'll make you feel like you matter.
Anyways, for my plans, make a studio and everything, hire this motherfucker that's talking shit and do this stuff I want to do. And little by little hire people that I can trust and hang on the manage to go on the right with me.
We're gonna go on a highway to hell.
Anyways, there's a lot of crap out there.
I mean, I see a lot of potential in all this and shit. I would love to go ahead and, work in something that I actually like to do.
Yeah. That's why I'm starting animation, because I love doing animation.
And I love making crazy voices, which I sometimes do on my spare time or whenever I'm alone, because I feel so lonely that I know that no one's always gonna touch me. Touch me! But yeah. Don't pay attention to that.
So anyways. What are you doing?
I'm trying to see if the microphone can pick that up.
Yeah, it can.
All right. You like them sexy noises, baby. Moaning for subs. That is one thing that a lot of people actually do on YouTube, apparently.
Really?
Yes. So there are some videos where people go ahead and moan in the video.
I get it, because there's a video of a Korean, Japanese, or Chinese YouTubers. They just saw them eating. They saw their food, what they got, and start eating.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
I mean, there are some people out there, that just go ahead and, how do you say, they either do gaming or whatever, but sometimes they end up doing moaning for subs, meaning that they get random girls to go ahead and moan for them in the video to get subs.
Mm.
And
I gave a morning to make music.
Yeah.
I think people just scream, and they make this awesome music that you cannot believe that is just people screaming.
Yeah. And the moanings aren't even that good. They're not they're nothing like that. No. And yes, I made that so that you can sub to me. Yes, do it. Most of the time you just hear, "Ow, ow, Oh, yes. Oh, right there. Oh. So yeah, we got a transvestite and moaning for subs.
But people do weird stuff for subscription.
Like, some of them twerk, and they're a disgrace to their family.
Like, they think that... like, the twerking wasn't created by Miley Cyrus because...
The twerking was the around before twerking, her.
Yeah. And then the twerking became... in the 80s, it became popular. I forgot the song, the music video that saw the first twerking. Then remember the music reggaeton?
I think so.
They saw girls twerking in that, but a lot more faster than they do right now. Then Miley Cyrus came out.
And she's like, yeah, I can twerk. I'm from the country. I can twerk. Nah, bitch, your ass in those fucking tiny shorts look like some fucking turkey fucking flaps and shit. Nah. I ain't go for that. I mean, I gotta say, to some extent, she looks kind of attractive.
Yeah.
And to another extent, she looks like a character that I saw on Mad TV that goes like, Stuart! There we go. That fucker. She looks like Stuart from Mad TV.
I don't remember that character, but either way, I don't remember most of the name, almost characters. Like the comic or the TV show?
The actual TV show. Mad TV. Oh, wait. Well, by the actual TV show, like whenever they were actually talking, or the skits?
Like the skits?
The skits, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like, it's like I don't really know how to say it. It's more or less like, she can be hot, and then she could be like, Stuart ugly.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey. We're gonna have some interruptions right now, so don't pay attention to that.
¿Qué va? ¿Buena cerveza te emborrachaste? Ah, ya va. Pepino.
Can we have beer?
No, wait. Do you think you see the beer over there?
A drunk broadcasting shit.
I thought from Minecraft. Like.
Yes, let me go ahead and see this pig right here.
Maybe there's a feature for broadcasting.
Oh yeah, drunk broadcasting. That's definitely gonna have to be
a
thing.
Like way in the future when we already have, all of us have like one place that we can stay for the night.
Yeah.
Because I know you gonna have to go to work tomorrow.
Tomorrow, no, I don't go to work tomorrow. But there's gonna be a point in this where I'm gonna start working full time. Doing this right here. Not only broadcasting but other things. Voice acting kind of thing, which I actually kind of want to do. So I'm most likely gonna end up quitting my job and just work full time on this.
Yeah, but
that's later on.
Later on, when everything's all secure and everything.
And at this point, I would like to say thank you to all the people that have actually listened to this and have actually stuck around this long. You must be some lonely fucks to actually want to listen to us. Nah, but we're here for you. We're here for you, you lonely fucks. We're lonely too. That's why we want you to reply in the comments, please. Please do that. We're lonely. I have no one.
Anyways, I have friends that are getting paid from YouTube that
they're getting banned from YouTube.
No, pay.
Oh, paid.
Yeah. Like right now, I have one friend that is paying his entire college bill
With
from
YouTube money?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yep. And I think his major is game design. He can create awesome game design.
Nice.
Yeah.
There are some games that I would actually like to play whenever we're recording, but then again, that's gonna be later on.
Later on.
But yeah, there are some games that I would still like to play. Like, you know, most likely there's gonna be games coming out, you know, later on in the future that I might want to play. But of course, I'm still gonna want to play, like, you know, things like Gary's Mod or Don't Starve.
Together.
Yeah. Or things like that. You know, some things that I can actually play with my friends. In Gary's Mod, most likely I would be playing that a little bit more often than I would other games because, well, with Gary's Mod, you can play a whole lot of different game modes. Like Trouble in Terrorist Town. These are just some of the ones that I can actually name. Hide and Seek. I forget what the other one was. I think it was Serial Killer? No. I forget what it was. But it involves with one person having a gun, being the good guy, or the vigilante or whatever. Then there's the guy that has a knife that's a serial killer that basically has to kill everyone else in the house. And then that's about it.
Like right now, the other person, I'm trying to get all ready for animation I'm doing. I already got the copyright form and everything to copyright my characters and the animation.
Wait, are we gonna be including Den in this?
Who?
Den.
Maybe if she can.
If she can, yeah, and if she also wants to. Like, that might be one of the things that we might be able to do on Christmas because I'm not too sure if there's gonna be places open for me to take her to for a Christmas gift kind of thing. Mm-hmm. We can more or less do like, you know, hang out around here and like, you know, just do broadcasting.
Or with Manuel.
Manuel?
Or
I mean, as long as
something like that. Like I remember what you said.
Yeah.
I barely remember because sometimes I forget stuff. Like this one time, I forgot that I have a friend that hates another friend because the one comment he made to her, and I totally forgot. When I saw them, like she almost went like fight that guy.
I mean, like I understand that some people have their differences with other ones. You know, if they were to meet in a public place, I don't really see why would they have to make a scene about it or anything. Yeah. They could just, they could either just stay away from each other or whatever, or even if they are in the same room and they're like really close, they can at least try to not, make a big scene, So you just try to get along for that, one night, because of course just one bad thing or a couple of bad things shouldn't have to ruin, a night for a lot of people.
Yeah. So anyways, like we can do that, like go places to record this. I can bring this with the portable with the other equipment. I just leave this and bring the other equipment.
Is there a fan in here?
Why? Hot.
It's getting hot in here.
Take off your clothes.
I mean, like, I already took off my jacket. I'm not taking off my shirt. Wait a minute. You sleep in this bed?
Why?
It looks like it's too small.
No, it looks too small, but I sleep.
I mean, like, you're like a tall guy. Like, fuck. Like, do you sleep in a fetal position or something?
No.
You're able to actually fit there?
Yeah.
I wasn't. Like, my bed, I mean, it's about the same size. Maybe a little bit,
skinny.
Yeah. But I don't know. I have problems sleeping on there sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Like
Maybe
whenever
because te mueves, because
I,
you move a lot.
I guess, and also the mattress is very old and it has some holes, and some of the metal springs are popping up through there. Shut up. Some of the metal springs are popping up through there and poking me and everything, and like I'm, I guess I'm too lazy to get another mattress, or I just, just don't want to.
Mm. Dicen Lucario won't call us. Anyways,
We already said his real name anyway.
yeah, Matt. Anyways, there's a lot of Matts.
Yeah.
Like I have another friend called Matt. I call him College Matt because
I forgot. I might as well use my real name too.
Jose.
Yeah, like there in my at my job. Yes, I work at McDonald's. But then again, you probably wouldn't know because there's like a bunch of Jose's over there. Hell, even my friend Jose went to go work over there.
Jose, and Jose.
No, like seriously, there was like at least 4 Jose's. Yesterday when I went to work, 4 Jose's. One of them was a shift manager. The rest were just regular workers and everything. But there were literally 4 Jose's. Every single time someone yelled out Jose, I'm just like, what? I'm over here doing this, and they're like, no, the other Jose. Which Jose? The other guy answers, no, the other one.
That's the problem to have the most common name.
Yes.
In your culture.
And yes, I'm Jose. I'm Hispanic. My parents are Mexican. I was born and raised here.
Born and raised.
I speak very well English. Yes, no. I actually do speak very well English. Because I was born here, of course. They put me in a lot of English classes, and I've just learned from TV shows and things like that.
Good yeah. Teacher. You can get your education on TV.
You wanna know where I learned English? Inglés sin barreras.
What happened to that company?
I don't know. Inglés sin barreras. Like we used to see that so much on TV commercials, and now nothing. It's like it just disappeared.
Yeah. I still remember the picture of that. I remember my dad ordering that.
Did it actually work?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Like he understand most of the stuff the other people that speak English talk, but when he try, he cannot. He knows some words in English, but he understand. He can say some words in English, but he can't understand everything that they are talking about.
So he can't really speak it a lot, but he can understand.
Yeah.
All right. Some of the things that why people can't really speak, or what they call broken English or whatever, is because they have accent. They have thick accents.
Like me.
Yeah. Like whenever I say 3, he might say tree.
3?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, God.
Or whenever I say 30, he might say 30.
Just repeating what you're saying.
Looks 30.
30.
Well, it's more or less, it sounds like dirty, but it's good. It's good.
Like 30 to me.
I remember there was a kid in my class that was obviously from Mexico. Yeah. Of course he was able to speak English and everything, but he had a very thick accent. A lot of people made fun of him for that, but he went along with it. He made it as a joke. Also, he kind of enjoyed it. Whenever he would say, whenever people would try to get him to say 30, he would say tori. Or whenever they would try to get him to say dog, he would say dug.
Yeah.
All right, where I was getting to. Yes, I was born and raised here, and then I had to move to Bel Air because I got into a fight and my mom was scared. Nah, but I grew up here, and yes, I do call myself Mr. Sexy Muffin. It's better than a lot of other things that I've called myself. Why? I don't know. I just thought of it, and I kind of liked it, and it just stuck with me.
Like for me, I tried using my using drain. It was already used. Warrior already used.
I mean, like,
Try.
I guess one of the reasons why I chose Mr. Sexy Muffin is because a muffin is not supposed to look like, all pretty or delicious or anything. It's just a muffin. It looks however it looks like.
I thought it was mostly about because of that character, a muscle muffin from Adventure Time.
Uh-huh. No, to be honest with you, I haven't seen Adventure Time or anything.
Like your profile photo of on your channel, it look exactly like that.
You sure?
Yeah, with both hands.
I don't know. I just got some random pictures from Google. Just put in muffin and then just put it on there as a collage and everything.
Yeah. Because it look like the character.
Yeah, but I just put it there. I call myself Mr. Sexy Muffin because obviously I I like muffins. They taste fucking awesome. Uh, I don't know why people bash on brand muffins. You know, because I had some whenever I was at school, and I thought they were actually pretty good, especially with chocolate milk. They were fucking awesome. They were the bomb. Uh, yeah, I just liked it. And muffins are not really supposed to be like oh my god, it's so flashy, like a fucking cupcake or something. It's not it's not too fucking sweet or anything. It's just a muffin that you're supposed to enjoy with coffee and you just chill, you know.
Yep.
And so I just added on the sexy part because fuck it, I'm sexy. I mean, like other people obviously say no, I'm not sexy, but I know that you're just lying. I know they are.
Yep. Like, anyways, there are a lot of weird username.
I mean, at least I didn't put turtle fucker.
I think this.
I mean, there might be someone out there that puts that as their username, turtle fucker.
I bet you when they hear this, they're gonna search
for turtle fucker.
what they will find, what they will find won't be what they.
It'll probably just be a turtle humping a shoe, going ah. You know that viral video?
Oh yeah. Have you seen the video from the channel called Animation Domination?
I don't think so.
Scientific, accurate, Sonic, Thundercat, all that.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay.
The fuck? Someone sent me. Oh, it's manual. I'm gonna listen to this.
Okay.
Is it on? Can I listen to it? Oh shit, he wants to invite us to a Christmas party. I don't know that. I don't know what to do.
I might go on my the way.
I don't know. I still made plans with Dania, and I'm not too sure how she would feel, but she might go along with it as long as other people are there. But
yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and talk to her about that. See what she says.
Yeah.
I said her name.
Anyways, this.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those. There's a bunch of people named like that. Either way, as long as we're not using the full name. That's
Like the
fine.
last name
Yeah.
are the most are the things that you need to be careful.
Yeah.
Or if you
Like
use
my friend Huevos Rancheros.
like if you use a name that you already know that is the most common out there, they won't know which Diana is. Either way, you know there's an article where this guy is angry because of free game, those free mobile games.
Oh right, I think it was Kanye West.
No, it's I forgot the name. But this article of this guy that wrote that he said, I support this, but later on, I hate this because they are manipulating people to waste their money on free games.
I'm pretty sure that was Kanye West.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh, really?
Yeah. I remember him posting something about it. I think it was on Twitter.
No, this wasn't.
He could have copied and pasted it or something, or someone could have altered
But
it.
this was an article.
Oh. Oh, there's a bunch of shit we could find on the internet. It's probably not true. It probably is.
No, but this was an article on the his own website. Where he goes and bats on the mobile game.
Yeah, well, it's because well, they put a free game out there. You're able to download it and everything. But at some point, I guess, at one point in the game,
you need to waste money or ask.
Yeah, you need to waste money in order to go ahead and actually advance and everything, or it's gonna take a long time. Yeah, I did that like once.
$20? Like $20 you waste?
Yeah, about $20 to go ahead and get some gems on a game called Clash of Clans, and that was about it.
I remember this article where this kid wasted like $1,000 on Clash of Clans.
I mean, like, it's alright to spend a certain amount if you're just, if you're just doing it for fun or something. Just don't waste all your money on that shit. Unless that's something that you want to do, then go ahead. I was just saying that there could be something else you could be using that for. Hint, hint, date with someone else, you lonely fuck. But that's none of my business.
You always say that until you saw somebody. Like that thing that was say no homo.
Alright, no homo, but I'll suck your dick. $20 is $20.
No homo.
No homo though.
Oh, no offense.
Oh yeah, no offense, even though I'm trying to offend you.
like this one time I made like a comic where the plot was like a novela. And those who don't know what a novela is,
it's a Mexican soap
opera.
Soap opera, I think, yeah.
Yeah. And it followed this. The plot is almost like Te hablo con los guapos.
What?
Te hablo. Al Te hablo con los guapos. Because I like the novelas, Mexican novelas, because the women are mostly the strong ones, and the men are strong, but sometimes sensitive.
Yeah, like they're really silly sometimes with those, and plus with the up close face shots and everything. Whenever everything gets so serious.
And people really like the manga that I did. and they want me to make another chapter, but I said that was a one-time deal.
Hmm. Hey, is I'm gonna be picking this up.
I'm more likely gonna. Anyways, I'm gonna put some filters on it.
Oh, okay.
So
So that way you can only hear us in
yeah,
our sexy voices.
yeah. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, well, what was about to talk? Yeah. Or have you seen the new the Digimon animation? The new Digimon series?
I don't think so.
Digimon Try
No, I have.
is you remember the original Digimon?
I
The
think so. Yes.
Digimon Tamers? It's like 15 years after, like a few years after the second second one,
Mhm.
and they're teenagers
I think so.
in high school. But the only problem I have with that, they don't explain what happened with the second generation of Digimon Tamers. They only see a group of people on the ground,
Hmm.
and the Digimons from the second Digimon series, and you only see them, like the sad outline of them,
Mhm.
and that's the only thing they give you about them, or some
Like the only
people like them.
explanation.
Yeah. And the funny thing, in this animation, they don't know why Digimon is.
They don't know what Digimon is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember the first one?
I mean, I
They
think so, but it's
fought the vampire Digimon in the real world, and everybody saw it.
mm-hmm.
And in the final episode, they fought against a Digimon called Apocalypse Mon,
Mm-hmm.
and all over the world, people saw it.
And yet they don't know what it is.
No. Oh yeah, like you ever seen the death battle of Digimon versus Pokemon?
I don't think so. No.
Like I like many friend is a big are big Pokemon fan,
Mm-hmm.
and I really don't care. I like Pokemon and Digimon the same way, but I they got mad because the Digimon won, and as they say, like his weapon is made for killing dragon, and the Pokemon he was fighting it was Charizard,
But
and
Charizard isn't technically a dragon unless it's.
but he Mega Evolved to
Oh.
Charizard X, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Then they said, if Red has Charizard, why you could have won? Mm, yeah.
Oh. One thing that I kind of don't, I kind of stopped watching death battles and everything after the whole fucking thing with Gara and Toph.
Uh, only was it because the fighting.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it just seems like it's kind of bullshit. You know.
But
But
remember they makes they started some of
yeah,
the.
yeah, but it just seems like they were using more or less like his chakra level was more or less like whenever he was younger, but now that he was older, he has of course a lot more chakra and a lot more skills and everything.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah,
Either way, there will be people that will disagree, agree
yeah.
with that, with with that web series. But I mostly see it for the fight.
Yeah. you. Where is that fuck? Is he still babysitting?
I don't think so.
Have you called him or something?
I'm gonna call him.
Yeah, let's see if he's still, babysitting. What time is it anyway?
4.
Oh, damn, 2 hours?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. We should probably make this into at least 2 or maybe 3 videos. Cut it up a little bit.
Yeah.
No, it's just great. We can just upload the whole talk and then, you can animate the funny parts and then just put that into another video. There's no beautiful fuck around here. It's just 2 ugly fucks sitting in the room, We're done eating. I'm still eating my Maria cookies. Oh.
What?
Yesterday, whenever people wanted to find out what their schedule was and everything, some people that weren't at work, there was this one girl that works there. She's a friend of a coworker's, but she's not working there and everything. She wanted to know her, her schedule. Her name is Amber. I'm not gonna say the full name because obviously I don't know it and I don't want to. She wanted to know her full name, but I didn't know her. She wanted to know her school. God damn it! She wanted to know her schedule. Everything right? Yeah. And I didn't remember her name, and I went ahead and told my main manager Maria that she wanted to know her schedule. I didn't know her name, and she said I told her that it was Vivian's friend, and so she went ahead and said, what's her name again? And I'm just like, I don't know, Maria, because she had called, the girl, I don't know what she called her, something. I don't even know what it was, but I think it was stupid. I don't know.
Stupid?
Yeah, she called her stupid or something because, she didn't show up for work and everything, and she didn't call in or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then she said, what was her name or something like that? And I said, I don't know. I think it's Maria. And then she just goes ahead and hits me, and I'm like, oh, what? Why did you hit me? And then I remember, all right, your name is Maria. And, she finally realized, oh, her name is Amber. And then, she found out what hour she works, so I went to go tell her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something that happened to me yesterday. But fuck it.
Like most. Like, listen to the podcast right here.
Yeah. What are we gonna do afterwards?
Want to play some game?
Sure.
Anyways.
This has been the first broadcasting of
dinner time.
Nah, dinner time. Fuck that. Dinner time. No. It's not even dinner. It's more like fucking lunch, and we were eating pizza.
Okay, last time. Dinner time, last time. What?
Last time on dinner time.
Anyways.
Well, sexy muffin and
Crying warrior.
Crying warrior.
Crying warrior.
You said crying warrior.
Crying warrior.
Or dragon warrior. Last time, Mr. Sexy Muffin and Dragon Warrior tried to go ahead and contact their friend, Lucario. But he didn't show up. Thanks a lot, Lucario. This is for you.
Anyways.
Bye.
If you have any question or
If you have any questions or anything that you wanted to ask or anything that you wanted us to do, maybe do some silly voices, go right ahead, comment down below. We might look at it. And to all the people that might have been butthurt by this, most likely, yes, feminazis and social justice warriors, I'm talking to you. Feel free to comment down below, and we will feel free to ignore you.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Okay, this is the end of the first episode, so tune in till next time.